Hasan exposed live on stream. What did he do this time? Did he shock his dog again? Video from Hero Hei.
Another day, another clip of Twitch streamer Hasan Piker getting enraged at random chatters and random people on Twitter.com. This time, he's upset at being called a quote-unquote...
It's the new model. He's using it already. I saw he made a post about it on YouTube.
White baby. Now, the baby part's weird. I don't really...
I like the new look. I like it. What
this is supposed to even mean, but like, it's funny he's mad because we've seen in the past already that when it's convenient to him, he'll say that he's a white guy. When it's convenient to him, he'll say he's not a white guy. And now he's mad at being called a white baby, but not even just mad. I mean, you'll see in a second. He's like just literal full aggro.
What he's doing here is smearing Connie's a Zionist in defense of you because she reacted to something. She reacted to some completely indefensible statement of yours. See, this is what I mean. It's like, really, it's indefensible. You find it indefensible. Dude,
Hasan is the biggest fucking LARPer ever, dude. Like, for real. This dude is LARPing so hard. This guy acts like some kind of commie justice warrior. And, you know, this guy's been balling for so long. It's unreal. This guy is literally like max capitalist, and he's like preaching socialism. It's unreal.
Defensible.
This guy is like even more bougie capitalist than like anyone on the right, to be honest.
Or a white supremacist organization who has actively tried to tackle affirmative action initiatives, which have now led to the anti-DEI movement that we are currently in. You find that to be so
yeah, because DEI is gay.
Sometimes you can't be talking like that, white baby. See, this is what I mean. First of all, suck my okay. I'm a goddamn Muslim.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Muslim American gets called a terrorist.
He's like, oh.
First of all, suck my okay. I'm a goddamn Muslim American gets called a terrorist every day. Okay, are we doing racism Olympics? Are we talking about what kind of racism is institutionally completely appropriate?
I love how he's like, are we doing racism Olympics while he's literally doing victim Olympics? Like, dude, I'm the biggest victim. I get called this, that, the third. And like, you don't get called a terrorist for being a Muslim, bro. You get called a terrorist for the things you literally say.
Yeah, exactly.
How does he not understand this? Bro will literally advocate for, I can't even repeat the stuff, actually. I can't even repeat the stuff he advocates for, but you guys all know what I mean. He advocates for things that are terrorist acts, and then he's like, I'm only getting called this because of racism or whatever. Like, dude, oh my gosh, are you serious?
What do you think? Who do you think receives more fucking dick eating on a daily basis? Oh my God. White baby? We're not talking about like black Americans living in Jim Crow South here. What the? I'm attacking the concept of tokens that are being spent in the behest of white supremacy. You can't be saying white baby like that. That's ridiculous. It's a joke, man. I know. It's just like very frustrating. The idea that I'm like a anti-Asian reactionary because I'm saying that the anti-DEI movement that is literally harming Asian Americans right now.
Wait, hold on. The anti-DEI, no, DEI, wait, hold on. DEI has harmed Asians actually more than like any other race. What is he talking about? What is this guy on right now?
In some ways was also, in some ways deployed Asian faces for white supremacy. This is how it started. That clip is
Asians for white supremacy?
National Committee. Of course, they don't give a fuck about Asian people. I do. Like, if I describe the context of like what my criticism is.
Do you like DEI? You care about Asians? Oh yeah, sure, bro. Sure.
And you still choose to go, nah, that's still fucked up. No, you know what I think is fucked up? I think white supremacy is fucked up. I think anti-DEI initiatives are fucked up. Okay.
He says, I think white supremacy is fucked up. I think anti-DEI initiatives are fucked up.
I think racism is fucked up. And if you are going to be a willing participant of white supremacist movements, I'm going to shit on you. Okay.
The amount of editing that I need to do to play a Hasan clip on YouTube without hopefully running into problems is crazy. Like, this man can't go 2 sentences without cussing, or you know what, sometimes even less than that. Bro's just perpetually losing it. And it's crazy that he's also trying to say that he cares about Asian Americans, and that's why he's advocating for DEI policies. Because DEI policies actively hurt Asian Americans. Does he not realize this, or is he being like bad faith, or is he lying through his teeth? I don't know. Maybe he's really that ignorant. I don't know. I'll give you an example though. let's talk universities. So in general, on average, Asians were scoring very high on tests, and universities, of course, then wanted these Asians to be a part of their universities. But the DEI advocates saw this and were very offended, saying that the Asians were quote unquote overrepresented and it wasn't quote unquote equitable. They then advocated for universities to adopt DEI policies that actively discriminate against Asians by penalizing Asians, making it so even if they were...
DEI hurts literally everybody involved with DEI. Even the people that supposedly get buffs from DEI, it also hurts them. DEI is such a bad idea, it's actually unreal that like anybody would possibly think it was a good idea. Because if you think about it for more than 5 seconds, it's very obvious what the effect is. Because if you say, let's just say like black people, right, who would have a positive effect from DEI according to them. Well, what happens then is that everybody assumes that every single black person only got the job because of DEI. Because what else could you assume from it? Because it's literally the effect of it. So what that does is it undercuts anybody that is black that legitimately earned the job. It undercuts literally all of them. It's just such a bad system in general for everybody. Again, not just for Asians, not just for white people, for literally everyone involved. It's a bad idea.
Scoring higher on tests that they would actually Asians, making it so even if they were scoring higher on tests, that they would actually not be admitted, and that the universities would instead admit other groups, predominantly black Americans, that were scoring lower over the Asians, because that was the quote unquote equitable thing to do. But this is literally discrimination. This is literal bigotry. But of course, Hasan and people like Hasan will never admit this, and now they're going to gaslight Asians to their face, saying, actually, these policies are good for you guys, trust. And by the way, Hasan's own viewer had previously called him out for his terrible coverage regarding topics related to Asian Americans. Hasan got very offended by this and actually made racist remarks in response. The context here is in 2023, the Supreme Court ruled against affirmative action, aka these DEI policies at universities. Biden, who was president at the time, went on to address this stuff. He was very mad at this ruling, as he's a proponent of DEI policies. Hasan seems to agree with Biden and also wants these DEI policies at universities, so he was also very offended. And this is where, again, like I said, he gets called out by his own chatter.
Hasan, I regret to tell you that you have anti-Asian politics. Your recent report on Asia and Asian-related news has been horrible. Why can't we do the two things at the same time? They are not mutually exclusive. Wait, you think I'm anti-Asian politics because I think the Supreme Court decision? How much? Dude, I'm sorry. There is nothing more annoying to me than first generation, second generation, third generation Asian motherfuckers who are dogs to white people, okay? You are literally barking for white people. Shut the f up.
What a fucking asshole.
This guy's literally like, no, I am the model minority. Yeah, okay, dude. No, you don't understand. The model minority myth is not a myth. I literally am that. I love math. I'm so Asian. I love math. Please. Is that what you're going to say next? Dumbass. Shut the f up. Give me what I'm doing here that you think is anti-Asian. Talking about affirmative action. This motherfucker. Only why should Asians lose under affirmative action though? So what? Benefit white women the most. Well, get into Berkeley then. Okay, suck my dick. Get into Berkeley. Go get into Berkeley. Go get into any of the University of California schools then. Okay, shut the f up. There's plenty of schools you can get into. I want to know your GPA. Hey, you want to know what's great?
What's great?
At least you could tell your disappointed parents that you couldn't get into Harvard and Yale because you're
Holy
Asian.
Shit, this
now
guy's
you don't
so
have that.
fucking
So what are you gonna
racist,
do?
Bro.
What are you going to do now? Now, you just couldn't get in because you're a dumbass, okay? At least you had that. You could have just been like, oh, well, I'm Asian. They're discriminating against me. Now you don't even have that. You're fucked.
What an immature psycho, dude. I can't believe people really watch this guy. I say that almost every time I talk about Hasan, but it is astonishing. Like, hey, I want to hear the worst takes from the most unprofessional slob who LARPs as if he's the working class when he's been rich his whole life. And then he'll say he's anti-capitalist while willingly engaging in one of the most heavily consumerist lifestyles he possibly can by, for example, living in one of the most expensive areas in LA in a multi-million-dollar house and buying the most expensive designer clothes he can and like bragging about that stuff. Literally will take pictures of himself like showing stacks of cash and his designer clothes while he says eat the rich. Like, dude, it's a complete joke. And then his viewers defend this stuff facetiously saying things like, oh, you can't live in society and criticize society. And it's like, dude, he's not just living in society. Like I said, he willingly engages in a heavily consumerist lifestyle, willingly engages to the greatest extent he possibly can with capitalism while acting like he's against that stuff. It is pure hypocrisy. Anyways, enough said. That's
Damn.
the end of this one. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have
That's
a wonderful
crazy.
week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.
That's so crazy, man. But yep, that's why I don't like DEI, because it disadvantages people that actually do deserve it, in my opinion. It's like whoever has the best score has the best score. That's how I think it should go. It's the only fair way.